Happy New Year to all the readers of Yes We Can. I am so excited because I'm so back with some good news. I just got married and can't wait to share this journey with you guys. So this 2022, some good things are in store for you. Thank you for all those who continued to send their love, support, and messages. And this year, we are so back with our motivational video as well as some other good things that you need to be excited about. So for now, it's a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you, and hope you have a good time spending this season with your family. Toodles and love you all! Have you ever felt that you had less resources in life for your family and friends, and then you realized that other people had it worse? That's exactly what happened when Typhoon Odette hit our place last year. It was so chaotic, no electricity, no internet connection, no drinking water. People are lining up just to get these basic necessities. And then it was really challenging on our part. However, I am so blessed with friends who are generous enough to share their resources even if they are badly hit. Special shout out to Sunny Someday. We were badly hit by the typhoon, but then we were able to pull funds and continue with our relief operations even outside Cebu. Thankful for all the volunteers who gave their time and talent and made sure that we are able to give out these donations to those in need outside Cebu, in Bohol, Southern Leyte, and some other parts of Vismin. So see, generosity can really go a long way. It doesn't have to be monetary. It can also be your time and talent by volunteering. And I hope, guys, you find it in you to also share your blessings so that you can also bless other people's lives. Good morning, and yes, we can! Hello, it's January. We're here at our humble hometown in Argao, and I am so happy because I know if it's the start of the year, many people will have different goals. Maybe it's to achieve that dream weight that you've been wanting for, or to achieve that income that you aimed for ever since, or maybe just as simple as having good relationship with your spouses and your families and friends. And there's nothing wrong with having these goals. Actually, it's nice to have goals. However, the problem comes when the actual implementation sinks in, because we all want to be a legend, we all want to be successful in life, we all want to have better relationship, but we don't actually work for it, we don't actually take action. So now it's actually your time to do something about your relationships. Go to the gym, exercise, or have that impact and income that you, so that you will achieve your income that you desired. So at the end of the day, it's always about action so that we will achieve our goals in 2022. So together, yes, we can. Hello, I just got back from the province, and along the way I noticed that there was quite a lot of devastation, especially with the trees along the area in south side. And I observed that there are at least 3 levels of destruction experienced by those trees. First, there were trees that are still standing still and with only the leaves that fell off. There were also trees that bent, and there were really trees that are uprooted. And key takeaway from all of these is that sometimes we ourselves are like these trees that are standing still, and we just have to let go of the leaves of negativities, bitterness, so that we can continue to move forward with our lives. We can also be like the trees that are bent. Yes, there are challenges along the way, but with the help of the people around us and with our own overcoming these fears and worries, then we can all stand back and continue with our lives as well. And of course, lastly, it may not sound so good that we have been uprooted, but it's actually a beginning of a new life. It's actually we can become the best version of ourselves, not the end but the beginning. So choose which tree would you like to be, and at the end of the day, all of these would bring happiness and positivity in our lives. Together, yes, we can. Hello, it's January 5th, and we're here for a nugget in a minute. So last night I was cooking humba. It's the Visayan version of pork adobo, only sweeter. And then I was so sure of the procedures because I've done it several times. And then my husband suddenly blurted out with a question, "Are you sure you're doing it right?" And with that, I got confused. I doubted myself, my cooking skills. And then relating this in life, I can see this at work, maybe in my life or maybe in your life as well, that you're so sure of the steps that you're going to take, you have tested it several times, and then your families or or maybe strangers try to doubt you and then ask you, are you sure you're doing it right? Are you sure of this decision? And with these things, we start to doubt ourselves, we start to worry, we start to maybe discount all the steps or the action plans that we did in the past, and which can be pretty sad and disappointing. But as long as you've worked hard for it, prayed for it, and tested it several times, you got to trust your instinct. Let go of the worries and things that you can control, and just trust the process that it will soon work. If it's meant to be, then it will be. So with that, just like my adobo, which got cooked perfectly well, I know your dreams and plans will also be cooked and served perfectly well for you. Praying for you, and together, yes we can. Hi, it's January 6th and we're here for a nugget in a minute. Yesterday, I had a one-on-one goal setting with some of the members of the team, and I noticed that although they were excited for what lies ahead, a part of them were also afraid, maybe because they will take their goals a little higher, or they have to do the actual work to hit it and improve themselves. And very coincidentally, that same morning, I was reading the gospel in Mark chapter 6 verse 50, which mentions about, take courage, it is I, do not be afraid. And I realized that the Bible mentions 365 times that phrase, telling us to not be afraid. Yes, it is normal to feel afraid, to feel worried, but it's also important that we overcome our fear slowly, and eventually, with the support of the people around us, that we can continue with our lives even if there are fear. But to take away and overcome those fears is really one of the best gifts that we can give ourselves this year. So do not be afraid, and together, yes we can. Hi, it's January 7th and we're here for a nugget in a minute. Do you feel stressed, unproductive, and have that muscle pain that doesn't seem to go away? Well, you are not alone. I too, and maybe most of us here, have felt that. Mine started when I was just joining the audit industry. I always feel stressed and I can't seem to focus on my work. And digging deeper into it, I figured out that it was because of the ill feelings that I've been harboring. Because, quick background, when I took the board exams to have the CPA license, I was expected to top the board and maybe land in the top 10 spots. However, I did not. So I disappointed the people who believed in me. I disappointed myself, and I kept harboring that. It took a toll on me eventually. I didn't talk about it, but it was eating me up inside. And in one of my readings, I saw this very nice phrase that you need to feel them to heal them. So if ever you too have experienced this feeling wherein you have negativities and hurts that you are feeling right now, just feel it, embrace it, and eventually let it go. Because whatever is repressed in you will eventually find its way out of your body in the form of stress and worse, disease. And I know that you don't deserve that, because you all deserve health and happiness and peace all the way. So if you have similar stories wherein you were able to overcome your anxiety, and what are the steps you took to overcome it, then maybe comment down below so that we can help and support each other. Because together, yes, it's January 8th and we're here for a nugget in a minute. Do you feel that you have a lot of things to do that you can't seem to finish? Maybe it's time to have your dream team. I too used to feel that I have a lot of repetitive tasks, and I say to myself that I cannot delegate this because this is easy and I can do this on my own. However, with that setup, I no longer have time for creative pursuits or passion projects because all of my energy are drained to it. And the time comes, 2022, that I already tried to have my dream team. People who support me in the administrative tasks, people who help me with strategizing our social media content. And with that, my energy will be focused on more things that I'm passionate about. And because delegating doesn't mean that you can't do it, it doesn't mean that you can do it, that you should do it. It's important that you delegate these tasks because there are people who are more equipped and more efficient to do it on their own. That is why it's about time to trust other people and to give them that blessing that they too can support you in any way they can. So maybe it's time to have your dream team. Athletes have their support system, other good coaches have their support system. Now maybe it's your time to have yours too. Together, yes we can. Hi, it's January 9 and we're here for a nugget in a minute. Yesterday I got locked in the comfort room of a coffee shop and it was one of the weirdest feeling. Thank God I had my cell phone with me. So I texted my husband, he came to the rescue and we asked help from the baristas. Similarly, I can see this happening in our daily lives. The challenges that we will face being placed in a very uncomfortable situation where we are scared. And I realized that there will always be three people whom we will be needing help from. First is yourself. You need to do some action to be able to get out of that mess that you're in. In my case, I texted, I used my phone to contact my husband. Second is your family who will always be there to help you out. So as long as they see that you are working to get yourself out of the problem, then they will always support you. And lastly, help from strangers or random people that you meet. And in my case, the baristas who helped me out with that incident, and there will always be people sent out to help you, even if you know them or not. And at the end of the day, we were able to get out of the situation. I figured out that in the afternoon there were two other people who also got locked. So thank God we were all safe and went out unscathed. Now, I am still grateful and I hope that you will also find that those three people whom you will be needing help from if ever you will face different challenges in life. We always be grateful, big or small. Have a blessed Sunday to all. Hi, it's January 10 and we're here for a nugget in a minute. This morning I woke up so early. We're back at our 5 a.m. routine because last week I felt that I was still holding back from the holiday season and I was still adjusting. So now we are at full blast. Part of my 5 a.m. routine is journaling, and last year this was my journal. So girly, I placed here thoughts, and then majority are things that I'm grateful for. Actually, it's called a gratitude journal there. And this year I have this new one. Yeah, more minimalist one. I already started writing as well, and this year I'd be more deliberate into the structure of my journal. I am continuously finding ways what suits me best, but one thing's for sure, my gratitude journal this year will be a little higher. I will be a little leveled up, and because last year I used to put in things that I'm grateful for that already happened, and now I will already include things that haven't happened yet, but I already thank them in advance. And that way, it gives me a little perspective and positivity and positive thinking that will really affect my mindset. So you too can start doing that because after all, a dream that is written down becomes a goal. Happy dreaming and goal setting, everyone. Together, yes, we can.